Oh, that's weird.
Leo, do you want a Van Halen burger?
Burger.
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 What do you have, Leo?
This is Marty.
Leo got his VIP box today. So he brought his favorite thing. Hey, what's that?
I think Marty.
It's this. He has one too.
VIP. VIP.
VIP. VIP. Here's your Marty. It's just like it's a Marty. It's not not our mascot or anything. It's just Marty. So take it or leave it. That's what it is.
He's like Vincent. Never heard of him.
Never heard. I don't know. No, he's like, I'm gonna wear my hat. Get it going. Janky can
Go
do
Back to the Future hat.
Yeah.
No, I have my Back to the Future shirt.
Oh.
So all of you joining us right now, we'd love to get started, but we're missing.
Dove is not here.
We're missing.
Late to his own show.
He's late to his own show.
Yeah, he was late to your own funeral.
He would be. He would be. So I don't know where he is. But thanks everyone for joining us. We are watching the chat live.
We could just pretend. Janky probably has a lot of old art action figures. We can just pretend.
Actually, I got a new one today.
Oh,
That
is amazing.
What is that?
It looks like the Hulk thing.
It's Lab Monkey #9. He took an old vintage thing and bootlegged it and painted it like the Hulk, and it's like my favorite thing on earth.
Hey Luke and 2-Bit Hack. 2-Bit Hack says we're DKE-less.
Yes.
Sounds like something else. Attention everyone.
There he is.
Finally here.
Wow. Thanks, Dove.
It is the Dove. Hello, the Dove.
He's not talking to us. What's up with that?
Nothing.
Setting up.
Oh.
I feel.
Oh no.
I feel like there's something behind me doing bunny ears.
You hope that's what he's doing.
Ian says, hold your horses. All right. Well,
I have Monkey #9 does some really great stuff. I feel like a lot of his artwork is actually the molds that he makes.
Yeah.
He does.
I think he does some really interesting stuff.
He released a couple of thing-related pieces. Another one's a bust with a thing and like a bird sitting on his shoulder, and they're all amazing.
Yeah.
But as a Hulk fan, I had to buy Thing Hulk.
Can you hear me? Testing 1, 2, 3.
Hey, it's the man of the hour.
Need a pen. All right, let me just try one more time to see if I can get this to work.
And
so then,
this is the part of the show where we go to visit our favorite website, Vinyl Pulse.
Oh no.
We really don't visit the website. We just really go to the Instagram.
It doesn't work. Scott's not here.
Oh, it's true.
Tolson's not here.
What do you mean? We could still.
Well, I know, but the whole never mind.
So Scott, what new products are there? Have you started posting DCon previews yet?
I posted one. Scroll down.
Scroll down. I'm scrolling.
It's the exclusive. There he is.
There it is. It's the exclusive Zimomo.
Oh.
That is
Stranger.
DCon.
And there's actually another one that's similar that I think is STS. It's just different colors, but it's the same stripe kind of setup.
Maybe.
Yes.
Oh,
and there's a whole bunch of awesome Metacom stuff that still needs to be posted.
Look at this.
Oh, yes.
We're doing your job for you. We're talking about your exclusives without you.
The Great Showdown. Scott
wow.
C.
I'm buying all 100 of these.
Marty versus Fluxy.
Marty versus
hey,
Fluxy.
Ian, can you just tell me which of this, Those Who Die, Love in Our Hearts Forever, special edition of 2 light and dark variant, 7" by 5.2 by 3. That's that one. Metamorphosis 11 by 7 by 3. Okay. And 4 by 5. Good. Okay. I think I am ready, everybody.
All right. Well,
You're
welcome.
watching Toy Geeks live election coverage.
This is
Yeah, let's not do that.
Hey, we've got like 14 people watching. This is amazing.
It
Sorry,
is amazing.
everyone. I
It's only because Dove's here.
I need the clipboard. Clipboard's here. Yeah, the problem is we have our regular, 28 exclusives, and then we have like another 30 Back to the Future art show pieces. So there's just so much to prep, and like we started an hour and a half ago, and then I was like, oh, and he and I are running around like cuckoo bananas. But I'm ready to start.
So you've got like 2 shows basically going on.
So this is going to be a 5-hour stream.
Oh my God.
We'll do it quickly, but
Kill me.
thanks Ben for adding us to asking us to add the Back to the Future portion of the art show. Like before we had kids, we used to do the art shows at DCon, and then we had kids, and then Ben's like, "Hey, you want to do an art show?" I'm like, but thankfully we can still participate. So, all right, let's jump into it. You guys ready?
Let's do it.
Let's do
Dun,
it.
dun.
We have spotlighted you,
You got a
Doug,
haircut.
I need a
live
haircut.
from beautiful Sherman Oaks, California.
Oh my God.
I think it's Pacoima, dude.
From Pacoima, California. The
All right, start with your crappiest toy.
All right, here we go. Wah, 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 wah. All right, so the first thing we got is the S Troop by Mark Todd. Now, if you recall, we had the white version of this trooper for San Diego. But for DKE Con 2020,
So
we have
confusing.
a Gay Empire Tribute Edition.
So great.
And you can see the little sparklies in there.
Ooh.
Ooh. So yeah, this was I would guess sometimes they're collaborations and sometimes they're tributes. And this one's just a straight up tribute to our favorite resin maker.
Trooper.
Does that mean Morgan is upset?
No,
I'm just joking.
he gets his VIG.
I see.
And the back says super cool with shiny plastic white armor and black fabric in the joints. They seem a bit sad. I like the helmets. Permanent pouty face guys with side tubes. Not much else to say. These guys are rad. Look great shuffling through the Death Star corridors in formation. Enjoy.
Side tubes.
How many and how much?
There are 30 pieces signed and numbered by Mark Todd, and they are $50. Actually, it actually says it right there.
Wow. That's actually a really good price for that.
Yeah.
For a handmade, yes.
Yeah.
Now this one is more of a collaboration. This is I've known Kalaka Toys for a long time, but this is Kalaka Toys and the Suck Lord, and it is signed by both of them and numbered on the back, which is a little logistically hard because Kalaka is in Argentina. And this is making fun of the, the iconic Gay Empire figure. This one's called Gay Barto by Kalaka Toys and Suckadelic. Hand cast and painted 3.5 inches, signed and numbered edition of 30, $75.
Painted. What's the paint job?
Pink, dude. Pink.
It's
The hell?
Oh, it's not cast in pink.
but when you cast it's not
Look, that looks painted to me.
Oh, okay.
It doesn't
The
have that
back
kind of like,
painted with the darkest dark.
Okay.
yeah.
Yeah. None more black.
Isn't there a black that's supposed to be like the blackest black? And,
There's like
Yeah.
4 of them now. They
Yeah.
keep battling.
gosh.
Uh-oh, the figure has turned around. Oh no,
He's
what
rolling.
am I gonna do?
He's rolling in his grave.
It's like, fix.
Yeah.
Oh my
Oh man, Che no vive, but Che is like died here.
god. Well,
Bam.
it is dead Che, isn't it?
It is dead Che. Dag nabbit. All right, technical
This whole
malfunction
show is
here.
a mess.
This is like those crappy
Just
games
like
you used
the
to play in the
election.
car
Just
when you
take
didn't
the
have a Game
blister
Boy.
off and glue it back.
Jack, I got 2 words for you, buddy.
Ian's
Not
pulling his
Get
hair
ready to
out.
bleep. Get ready to bleep.
Not
Ian's like,
happy
shut up,
birthday."
Jack.
All right, there you
There
go.
you go.
Hey!
Jay No Vive
Jane
Frank-
Ovive.
by Frank Kozik. He's playing a little baseball right there on the front. And they'll be signed and numbered by Frank. So there are 100 pieces, but there's actually 5 editions of 20.
Oh man.
Like the Mao that came before it, and a lot of people just buying all 5 and matching numbers. So they're $50, but we give you a break if you buy all 5, and we give you matching numbers. So how's that?
I like it.
Do.
Cool. That's a good sculpt on the face on that one.
Thank you, Double G George. All
Where
right,
is that guy, by the way?
I don't know. He doesn't love us anymore. Actually, he had a baby too. And
He's got a baby now. He doesn't care about.
he's knee deep in like he's in the shit.
Literally.
See what I did there?
Oh.
All right. What is this? Dun, 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 dun. All right. So if you remember, we had a bootleg gold figure by Lou Pimentel where he's been painting other people's bootlegs. Well, that artwork has now been used for a special DKE variant edition of Phantom Star Killer #1.
Sweet.
Written by Killer Bootlegs and illustrated by Joseph Schmalke. And it's an edition of 250. You can see it says DKE Toys. And so many, I think there's been about 20 variant covers, different exclusives for different comic shops. We're the only non-comic shop that has an exclusive. And like all of them have sold. I mean, not all, most. They're just all people, all the small editions, the 200 to 300 editions have all just sort of disappeared.
Even the main edition's already going to second printing. So
Yeah.
Yes, they just announced that.
the
So
book's doing really well.
it's doing really well. So we have 250 copies of this with Lou Pimentel's beautiful watercolor.
Is that just a comic book?
It's a comic book. It's Phantom Star Killer #1. It's and it's a lot of like, I mean, there's like pinups in the back.
So is the Lou Pimentel cover? Is that like a variant? You may have just
Yes.
said that. Okay.
Yeah.
Yes, it is a DKE Toys exclusive variant,
Ooh.
of which there are only 250 issues.
Is
We
that the
expect-
first DKE comic book?
Yeah, first DKE comic book. Bam, Jack, good job.
Okay.
They're $20, and we expect them all to go. That just it was such a coup to get it, and we're so proud of Peter to have turned his original character into a story and then get it picked up by a real comic book company, and
That's amazing.
just absolutely just kind of next level. Like,
And I have the ash can, and the
Mhm.
artwork by Joseph Schmalke is really good too. He's an awesome artist.
Yeah.
Now, we will be offering the ash cans also. Ash can is, for those of you who don't know, when a comic company releases an ash can, it's usually in black and white. This one isn't, but it's usually the first 10 pages. It's kind of like a preview. But that ash can, I think they're already selling on eBay for $25 or more. I think our price is going to be like 15 or 20. But the ash can is going to be considered the first appearance of the Phantom Star Killer. So if you are the kind of like investor type that if you know about comic books, having the first appearance of any character in a comic book is what you want. And that ash can is the one.
All of my
you heard it here
my
first.
comic books from the 90s have done nothing but go up in value. So
I wish
I'm holding on to this one too.
I wish I had that that little like that stock dude, and he's got his little button, and he goes, bam, that guy.
Yeah. Sell.
Yeah. So buy.
Oh, there it is.
How
How much is that comic book, by the way, Doug?
$20.
$20.
All right. So we have another first appearance here of Joshua D. Hoagland. one of my favorite figures of the show called Aqualish Delish. And it says Star Droids, the adventures of the Dirty Eight Galactic Gal Space Moms. And there's Walrus Man's mom and her little moo-moo.
I had a teacher in high school wore that same thing every day.
Okay, but check this out. Can you see that? Can you see the little baby Walrus Man right there?
Oh, yeah.
He's got 2 arms and nothing but the future in front of him.
Yeah. And he did the art on the card, and like the back is
That's
pretty
awesome.
too.
Yeah.
Small edition of 20. I can't read my writing here. $45. I don't know. I don't think you can go wrong with this one. I hope he does Greedo's mom and Hammerhead's mom, and I hope he keeps going. The whole gang, because that
one's
was
Guard's mom.
all right, so the next one. So while we do have the Back to the Future show, there's a couple Back to the Future themed pieces that snuck their way into the regular exclusives because we've actually been working on them for quite a while. And this one is Luke Tobias did.
So good.
That's not part of the show?
It is part of the show. It'll be hanging in the show, and you're getting one. But it's actually, we're promoting it as a regular exclusive because there's 20 pieces, and it's just part of the regular.
Really love the card art on that.
Really nice.
The back art on that thing blows me away. The back art
What's
on
the
that
back
card.
art?
Hmm.
That's awesome.
It's so good.
Unfortunately, that piece is all digital. This one on the front is hand painted, and someone I know bought it.
Is it a watercolor?
That
Maybe.
Nope. I let someone else have it.
Is his name rhyme with 10?
No, maybe, yeah.
The back of that really sells it. That's really funny.
I mean, both the pieces are great, but that back piece is just amazing.
Pretty good.
So this is an edition of 20, and it's $65.
Nice.
That's a good one.
I don't buy prints anymore, but I would consider buying a print of the back of that card. Just
all right. Next, we have Bart Squiat. Bart Squiat? Am I saying it right? Bart Squiat.
Yeah, I guess so.
Look at that.
That's good.
And this is by Trillionaire Toys Club. It's an artist from the UK.
that's a really clean
Interesting.
sculpt.
I mean, it's so good. Like, I'm not going to take it out for you in a second. Just really like, and it's all
Wow.
magnetically articulated.
Oh, nice.
That is really nice.
Yeah.
It comes with a sticker, and he made a Garbage Pail Kid card.
Oh, wow.
Comes with a paintbrush.
Damn.
Like,
That's
what more?
really good.
It's amazing. It's next level. I saw this and I was like, I bought a few pieces from him, and I was like, hey, can you make us an exclusive? And he's like, how about Bart Squiat? I'm like, yes. Edition of 30. These are $70.
What
No,
else
they're
has
not.
he made? Has he made like
A lot of Barts.
in the art scene, like, you know, the Rika figures that have been made, or is it just like different Barts?
I'm not sure what you're asking me.
Like he's doing a Basquiat. Has he done like a Warhol, or is it just that he's doing different Barts?
He does different Barts. A Warhol Bart would be pretty amazing. I don't know if he's done one yet.
Or maybe you should do Basquiat as like Luke Skywalker, or only do Basquiat toys.
I think if you look at his feed, his name's Raymar, and it's Rama Trill Toys or Trillionaire Toys Club. Almost everything he does is Simpsons, and I bought like I bought like 3 or 4 like Black Lives Matter Simpsons pieces from him, and then this one. He sent me a photo of this one. He's got another one of Basquiat with the boxing gloves. I recommend, if you don't follow him, to go follow him. It's at Rama Trill Toys, which is short for Raymar. We had a whole discussion about his name because it's spelled Raamah.
My son just asked me if the show is going to be just you talking.
Yes. It's just completely boring. Leave the room now.
It's talking.
Oh man.
Oh,
There.
wow.
He's
Kids.
thinking about it. He's thinking about it.
Unbelievable. All right. And then Seth Relentless is back with Defenders of Injustice, The Washington Insider. I'm just a bill sitting here on Capitol Hill. That guy. No,
Well timed.
nothing.
It's amazing. No, I love it, and
That's cool.
But-
yeah, he does that whole series is great. The back is
The back.
I hadn't seen
it
the
says-
back.
Junior Washington Insider super awesome activity sheet. What doesn't belong? Help Slick Billy get rid of the evidence before he gets busted and there's a scandal. There's like a dead hooker in the bed and a gun. And blood and drugs and weed. And it's just so good.
It's so good.
yeah, it's amazing.
This is kind of like my favorite one of the series. Like, I don't know.
I know he usually like takes an original figure and like sculpts a lot onto it. Is that an entirely original sculpt?
He does a lot of kit bashing. I don't know if he got the hands and feet from somewhere, but he does sculpt.
Mm.
Yeah, I mean it's really great.
His figures are always an edition of 20. They're $55. Then Medusa's Wild is back with the second in the series of dun 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 Star Nuggies. If you remember these amazing boxes and
those
how
are
on
cool.
and how on the side of the box were all the ones that were coming out, and the next one, because the first one, and we still have a few in stock, not a lot, is the Yoda, but Luke Sky Nuggie. I don't know, man. That just see, the Yoda was funny because it was green and it was the shape of a nugget, but this one kind of, because the skin tone is the chicken McNugget fried, surface, it just works so well. Look at that. Everyone needs a Star Nugget.
Yeah, it turned out great.
Yeah.
McDonald's should really make these for real. Just
Yes.
get in contact with Lucas, and Lucas approves everything through licensing pretty easily.
Well,
It's not that it's that we were talking about it today when she stopped by. It's that she could go in every direction with these nuggets. She could, nuggets could be the next Funko Pop. Like, you could just do like sports figure nuggets and Star Wars nuggets and Smurf nuggets. Like, you just go
wait, slow down.
ape shit with your
Let me
nuggets.
write these down.
So there's
So this is
Rock and Marty
The
nuggets.
sports nuggets.
a Marty nugget.
Marty nugget.
So signed in numbered
Future.
edition of 20. They're $45.
Hey, I'll take that as a no on the Marty nugget.
Okay. Next one is called, I printed this so small. It's such a rush. All right. So Phoenix Capri. This is the first time she's shown with us. Here is the Grumpy Ass Pussy. Hand cast and painted 3.75 inch scale carded resin figure. It's a signed and numbered edition of 20, and it is $40 for all the cat lovers.
Does she do a lot of cats?
Does she do a lot of cats? I don't know.
Okay.
I'm not sure if this is her first figure or if she's done a few figures in the past. But
Oh, I see. All right.
She was
First-
a winner in the
She
Dungeon
was.
of Death and Prizes.
She got a complete set of all 5 Maos, Kozik Maos.
Oh wow.
Look at that
Yeah.
leotard. Everyone needs
that.
a grumpy ass pussy.
I already got one, but
Oh no, you didn't. All right, and then Mighty Mando Bounty Hunters by Geezer Periodicals. Do.
is that a resin cast,
It is.
or is it a head swap, or?
Yeah, it's resin. Because
Oh, okay.
hand painted, and these come in these resealable cartons.
I was gonna say that's a deceivingly difficult paint job.
Yeah.
You would think that something like that
Absolutely.
would be easy, but yeah,
But no.
no.
Is that
Mm,
recast,
very
or did they just find like old Power Ranger toys and rip the heads off and cast some bounty hunter heads?
That's what I was asking too.
There are 3 3/4 inch. I would have to ask Geezer. There are 3 3/4 inch Power Rangers, but this looks
There's-
kit bash from like Star Wars figures and stuff.
There's also a lot of like bootleg Power Ranger toys too. So
very possible.
Looks like
you
it could
know,
be
who
one of
knows?
those.
Yeah.
So last show we had the first figure with us from Resin Blood, and he has a follow-up to his drug-inspired series, the 1980 International Afghan Heroin Syndicate. Check that out. What's going on there, dude?
A lot.
What am I looking at here?
That's amazing. I'm not sure, but I think I like it a lot.
Signed a numbered edition of 20. It's $50.
That thing. Let me just say, who did that?
Resin Blood.
A+, man. I don't know. I dig it.
It's got a nice little history on the back. In December 1979, in the midst of the Cold War, the Soviet 40th Army invaded Afghanistan in order to prop up the communist government of the People's Democratic Party of Afghanistan against a growing insurgency. At the time, the United States had been making headway in the Middle East at Moscow's expense. Outmanned and outgunned, backed by the CIA, Afghanistan used the only profitable crop to support the war: heroin. So there you go.
Nice. It's a poppy field.
That is a poppy field, absolutely.
Nice.
Is this
And-
actually based on real events?
Yes.
Wow.
Aren't you Russian? Don't you know this stuff?
No.
No.
I was born.
It's like, no, I don't know about drugs.
No, I don't know about heroin plants or things like that.
So
Poppies.
I've been wanting to work with Death by Toys for a long time. The guy is a genius.
Yes.
And I don't know, it's just everything he makes sells for so much money. And I saw this.
And Dove had to get a piece.
I saw
yeah.
this. And
Dan is awesome. He's such a great guy.
He made this as a one of a kind, a one-off. And then I was just like, dude, can we make an edition of this, please? This will sell forever.
Oh my gosh.
And then he's like, okay. And it says contents: 1 Adam and 1 Steve from the hit Bible story, Original Sin, sold separately.
Jeez.
And on the 7th day, he created homosexuality.
Wow.
And
Wow.
then if you can see that.
Oh man.
Just how much hate mail do you get?
I get no hate mail.
I beg.
Everyone who collects toys is like super enlightened, and then if this
Yeah.
offends you, you just don't buy it. Like, what
This
you
is
gonna
also the fourth gay toy that Dove has pulled out today.
That's true.
I mean,
Yeah.
if you have trouble with gay toys, you shouldn't be shopping from DKE.
Yeah.
Running tally.
And he signed them all. It is how much? They're $65, and they're all signed. And what can I say? I'm very proud to be releasing this figure. It's just
It's
like
awesome.
He does, yeah. He does some amazing stuff. I think he was the first one that made the Mike Pence fly.
Are you sure he's the
head
first?
toy.
Because there was like
I'm
20
totally
race.
sure.
people.
It was the first one that I
Oh,
saw.
God.
Solace was on it
Yeah.
in like 4 minutes, but yeah, he was close.
Oh,
Then he
man.
did you see he did the election kit toy? It came with like
Uh-huh.
2 cigarettes, an airplane bottle of booze, and like some pills, and then like a little blister, and it had like a nug of weed. And so it's
Wow.
basically like booze and drugs and some couple smokes.
Whatever gets you through an election, dude.
You
So
had to
this,
order 6 of them to make it
Yeah,
through.
yeah,
Right.
Breaking
So-
case of
this is The Child by Caterpillar.
Oh.
Also an edition of 20, $65. And she sent me a little funny text today, which I actually can't read you because I'm using my phone. But it was basically how everyone was freaking out about the child. The child, the child, the child. And she was like, I thought everyone hated the child.
see, I get it now.
You
I
get
see.
it now.
I see.
See, we had to have Scott on the show, so at least one person gets it.
I'm still working on it, but I'll get there.
I'm processing. I probably won't.
It's
It's Anakin.
It's
Yeah,
Anakin, yeah.
Mashed up with the little baby Yoda. You get it now?
Yeah, I thought it was a teenager baby Yoda.
Gee,
You're gonna have a whole Groot thing.
All right. Dun,
We failed the Star Wars test.
Dun, dun,
This is funny
Take 'em all.
because
dun, dun,
Spotsy!
dun,
And Plexi.
dun, 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 dun.
now,
So it's not a show at DKE without a showdown, and of course we had to do some Back to the Future greatness for this.
So
and
good.
oh yeah,
George just nailed that sculpt, and look at the little flux.
The paint job
capacitor
is
in there.
really cool on that Marty.
Yeah.
Who's doing the paint apps?
Alyssa does those.
Wow, really?
She has painted all of them.
Oh, really? Wow, really amazing. Yeah,
She's
that
the
looks
unsung
great.
hero of bootlegs.
The unsung hero, definitely, but
I
definitely
think
the
there's
unsung
quite
hero
a few of them.
of the great showdowns.
Yeah. Oh, wow.
Yeah, those are that
those
flux capacitor alone is worth the price of admission.
Yeah, the flux is good.
yeah, I like
George
the
really did an excellent job on the Marty sculpt. It looks so cool. The puffy vest. You jump ship, kid.
so wait a minute. So when's the Charlie Brown one coming out then?
That's coming out at Gallery 1988 next month for Christmas.
Oh, okay. Are they doing a whole
Nice.
Christmas Charlie Brown thing, or are they doing just a Christmas show?
They are just selling that figure on their website. I don't know what else they're doing.
Exciting.
Well, I just, you asked. All right, so we had that awesome series from Magoob last time called Space Warps,
Yeah.
and how do you not do a Boba Fett?
Yeah.
Going. Yeah.
I was gonna say, just keep that one going.
Yeah. I will buy every single one of these damn figures he makes.
All right, so here's the thing. This is numbered out of 40.
Okay.
I believe they are $45.
Yeah.
But if you bought one of the first 20 sets of 4, you have first right of refusal on a matching number.
Suck it, guys.
But there are 40, so that means if all 20 of people actually, because we sold 16 sets, so there's still 4 sets left of the original. But those 16 people that bought those will have first right of refusal on those, and then the 4 sets that are on the site right now, this is going to be added to it. So it's going to be an ongoing series. And then, he's alluding to something going on the back here, but we won't talk about that now.
I'll keep my fingers crossed for the Rancor Keeper.
Yes, indeed.
He sent me a preview of one of the new ones, and I won't say what it is, but I'll say if you are not buying this series, you're dumb. Because the next wave, just from the little preview he sent me, is going to be as good or better than the waves we've gotten.
Magoob is in the chat.
Hi, Magoob.
What's up? And so for any of you who don't remember last time, so he downloaded free scanning software onto his phone and scanned the original figures and then printed out the result.
Amazing.
And it got this. So
He is taking
beautiful.
requests. So Rancor Keeper. What else?
2-1B.
I'm a huge General Madine fan.
There you go. Nice.
A man in there for Rika.
Yeah.
And just
A
Dengar.
man would be actually pretty cool.
A man would be bananas on that. Like how poorly that
Banana
would scan. Banana man.
I think he just has to do them all.
Yeah.
But really, like the crappy human characters, like like the Hoth Rebel Commander and like the Hoth Rebel Commando, like all those guys, those will sell.
Well, the great thing about these pieces too is it's not just like the concept's amazing, right? You're making a photocopy of a toy. So he took the scans, he did, printed them out, did the molds, but the paint jobs match the crappiness of the, and I mean this in a good way, of the figure of the sculpt and the pour. So like it's just a perfect conceptual.
Yes, but he's nailed the colors so
nailed
well.
The colors.
That's what I was going to say too.
It's like it's a perfect photocopy, like multiple photocopy of an action figure, and just
that's it.
Like my favorite concept in a long time. They're really great.
Yeah.
The next
all
piece
I have to say is we need more paint chips.
Hey, I got you covered, buddy.
All right, so the next one is Throne Trooper from Bomber Mat Toys in Argentina. And
that's rad.
Holy moly.
This is a follow-up to he did that, what was that, Death Metal? Do you remember, Ian, what the other one was called? Death Cult Trooper. So he's really going.
That's a take on an album called Transylvanian Hunger.
I knew that you would know that. It's like that Norwegian death metal or whatever, black metal.
Black metal, yeah.
Yeah. Oh, sorry. Don't call it death metal is something else. Norwegian black metal is.
That's Florida. Death metal's Florida, yeah. Come on.
That's the back. It's what everybody needs. Bring us back to our, what's that thing? Sin?
Yes.
Yes. This edition of 20, $55.
It's pretty rad.
Yeah, the card art's great.
Man, we have the return of the Action MC. Because you just can't live with Action MC. Carlos from Mock Toys did the card. And it's 100 pieces.
He always smashes.
Yeah.
And
he bats 1,000.
So what's the difference between this one released of and the other one released?
This yellow, the card art,
okay,
and the yellow is better. Alyssa painted these also. This is kind of our standard, I guess, like DKE style card moving forward, and I think you're going to be seeing a lot of things that have come before and sold out like on this. So when we work with Kozik or Ron English, if you remember the design on the police grin and the what was that one called, the Dark Star grin.
Dark Star.
Yeah. So it's all Carlos's design, and we're just trying to make everything fit into that mold, and I can sell,
Who did the sculpt? Because it looks like Gamorrean Guard.
That is George, and that is based on a Gamorrean Guard. I did give him a Gamorrean Guard, and I asked him to get that kind of like articulation look.
Yeah.
There.
Scott can
like when you
spot a Gamorrean guard for 70 paces.
On
Yeah.
ya. Dude,
So-
if Magoob is still in, I'm telling you, a Gamorrean guard would be, I think that would be awesome.
Do a Gamorrean guard Rancor Keeper 2-pack. And
Wow.
in.
Just do a whole Jabba's lair.
Just Star Wars hefty boys.
Yeah.
Dun, dun, dun. All right. So here is
Triumphant return.
volume 2, the triumphant return, right, of Fuck Yo Couch by Special Ed Toys. The card is revamped. So I guess what's happening a lot is like we need stuff to sell.
The couch has 20% more doo-doo.
And he's, he made about 50 of the first version and sold them himself, but he's like out of time and I don't know. So sometimes we see something and just say like like Adam and Steve and like the world needs Fuck Yo Couch and we can sell as many as we make. So
that will never not be funny. That Chappelle show, that episode, if you go back and watch it, it's one of the funniest half hours of television ever made.
Yeah, agreed. I watched it the other day, actually. It's so good.
It's still hilarious.
He's going to be hosting SNL this weekend.
Is he?
really,
Yep.
Sweet.
but what's funny is that on the back, so he had all these references to bootlegs, and I thought that also a card by Mock Toys, Carlos.
Always does a great job.
And so I had him sub out. I asked him to sub out anytime it said bootleg because I was afraid that, like, to be safer, and not to offend any licensees, like using the word bootleg, they wouldn't actually know what that meant, right? It might send the wrong message. So I actually had him sub out the word action figure, which makes it even funnier because it says, I wish I had more hands so I could give this action figure 4 thumbs down. Right. And then to call a couch an action figure, it's better than to call it a bootleg. Get it? Get it?
I'm into it, man.
You're the only one. Everyone else hates it.
No, I
we
love
love
it.
it.
Look, it's a classic.
It's a classic. So we're bringing
It
back a
is.
classic. This is a poorly made action figure made by a poorly made human. It is not suitable for anyone of any age. Do not buy this to relive your childhood, as you'll only find pain and regret. Your childhood is over. Grow up, eat ass, buy my shit. All right, moving on. Okay, Victor's Vintage.
I've taken a lot of that advice already.
Yeah. This is
Oh,
called
those are cool.
Nintendo versus Bart Tari.
That's awesome.
I like that.
Wow.
Wow.
He really did a nice job.
Are the screens individually painted?
Yep.
Or is that
Wow.
a sticker? Oh, wow.
That's a
Not-
ton of work.
Not a
I
sticker.
was gonna say, like, I don't know if I'm just like sick of painting my own stuff, but everything that comes up, I'm looking at it going, "Wow, that paint job would just kill me."
This is edition of 25. They are $75 for a 2-pack. I mean, it's just,
Oh,
but
wow.
I really
Yeah.
like the wire suspended in there and how
Mhm.
the little controllers right there. Victor's Vintage always nails it.
Yeah, he
Oh,
ruled.
is that Victor?
This is Victor, dude.
Oh, wow. Yeah. See, I have a Nintendo that he did where he painted on the screen a duck hunt.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, Victor, he does amazing paint jobs on his toys.
Oh, now you like it now that you know it's Victor. I see.
No, I said that it was an awesome paint job.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, I didn't know that was Victor's. He always, he's funny.
I like anything
miss-
that's a new take on a property too, because we get a lot of great Simpsons bootleg toys, but this is a totally new Simpsons mashup take. So I love seeing anytime someone does something brand new with a property.
Magoob says he loves his stuff, and 2-Bit Hack says I thought it was Friar Tuck.
Oh man.
Ba-doom.
Yeah.
That's some deep toy nerd humor right there.
So Unfortunately, the rest are just photos. The timing between DCon and New York is unfortunately just too stressful.
We've got 9 days before the show, Dove.
Yeah, I know. And so,
but you don't know what it's like to be an artist, because everything that I've ever delivered on time, the paint is still drying and the glue is still setting.
I have actually carded
So
at
can
the
you
DKE
imagine-
warehouse.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
right.
Mhm.
So what's going to happen
Guilty.
next year, because this online format is working, we're not going to do New York Comic Con next year. In March, we're going to have our own event that's here, that's online, whether pandemic is going or not. That's just going to be called straight DKE Con. And then we'll
And
do
what about gay DKE Con?
Oh, man.
All in pink.
I think that one might do better.
It might, actually. It's
look.
half the lineup, so.
So then we're going to do San Diego, either live or virtual, and then DCon in November. So it's March, July, and November. And so what that will allow us to do is to have one show every 4 months spread out through the year, as opposed to doing 3 shows in 4 months. Between July and November, we do 3 shows, and it just it's like unfair to like the pocketbook of the collectors, because they just get, by the time we get to DCon, there's like this. And then also the artists, like there's artists that want to participate and then can't, because the amount of time between New York and DCon, it was like 5 weeks. And if I had to ship to DCon, to New York, and then the stock whatever. Anyway, 3 shows a year, March, July, and November. With the last 2 being live if there are live shows, and if not, we'll continue virtually.
Even with the virtual conventions, the reason that the New York Comic Con interviews aren't up on the YouTube channel yet is because we're already working on DCon, so there hasn't been time to finish everything. So this will give us some space.
It's too much squeeze. DCon is too important, and New York. Sorry, New York. Like I love you, but.
By the way, we sent you guys an email today about having some of your interviews on the main stage of DesignerCon online. So more work, Janky.
We'll talk.
Okay.
We'll talk tomorrow.
We'll talk. Sounds good. All right. So following up in the Bootleg Gold series, Lou Pimentel, this unfortunately is a black and white print, did a painting of Pimp 2D2. And the first 2 were the Sucklord and the Phantom Star Killer.
So wait a minute, is it going to be black and white?
No, Ben.
Yes, it's mono.
Hang on. The color on that's so good, though. I'm pulling up my phone to show, because the color on it is amazing.
It really is. It looks great.
A colorful figure.
Yes, because we always have. If you remember the
printer over there, is that what's going on?
The funny thing is, there are so many people late with their stuff that by the time we started printing, it just came out so shitty that you couldn't see what it was. So I had to go rush to like my other computer and print it out in black and white.
Yeah, look at Janky's screen.
To even do it justice.
The color that Lou got on this piece is amazing. And I know it's crappy because it's on a phone, but yeah.
What you Dove was awful.
and I'm gonna.
How do you really feel, Ben?
That was awful.
Well, I'm going to show you more awful now. So those are okay, Ben. Okay,
where's the mute button on Ben?
So those are signed by Lou and Jason Chalker, Manly Art, and it's funny because Jason Chalker is a painter, right? And he has painted Pimp 2D2 always, and so for Lou to like paint, Jason Chalker, it was kind of funny. It's like, hey, do you mind if Lou paints your figure? And he was like, sure. What an honor. But still, it was funny. And then Lou was like, are you sure? Is he okay with it? Everyone was fine.
So is Bootleg Gold going to turn into the Resin Masters? You seem to be slowly checking down the list of Resin Masters figures. I'm
trying to figure out what will sell because the editions are large. They're 200 pieces, and they're more affordable. They're $30 each. But in order to get the price down, we have to make a lot of them. So I don't know what's next. We've talked about. I think Credenda's Freddy Fett is a good, would make a good painting and a good figure. I'd love to do, I don't know, maybe Rika's Warhol Trooper. But if you guys have suggestions, I'm trying to think, and it has to be something that is already kind of like legendary in the scene and that will actually sell 200 pieces, even though it's only $30. But we're doing our best to try and have some more affordable pieces because unfortunately handmade toys are, as I always say, relatively expensive, but for the kind of art that they are inexpensive for the work that goes into them.
Have you already done the Ron English and the Kozik pieces?
As far as what?
The Resin Masters?
Oh, you mean to have Lou paint like an action MC? Like that would be great.
Yeah, or even the
and that's
Chick.
funny because we're just bootlegging his bootleg, right? So wouldn't it be funny if we bootlegged our own Ron English bootleg? Yeah, that's kind of next level. That's meta. I don't know. Yeah, we'll get there. How do I explain that to Ron? It's like, okay, Lou Pimentel is going to paint your character. Are you okay with that? He'll be like, yeah, no problem. But still,
Ron's pretty chill.
Yeah.
All right. So, huge tragedy is I don't have these 3 pieces to show you in person, and nor do I have good images.
Oh, God.
Because the printer, you asked me why I was late to the show because we're like printing. It's like, we need more ink. Ian's opened the drawer. We don't have any more ink. Kind of going crazy. But if you can see.
This piece is.
Yeah. Okay. I did see this.
It's really good.
So he's doing 3 more jacket figures, all editions of 100. We got the Stormtrooper. This is by Fat.
I love that
storm
one.
like the
That's
jacket
like the
on the
best one.
Stormtrooper is
Yeah, it's ridiculous.
And it looks like it's actually soft goods, but they're not. They're actually resin. They're sculpted.
Really?
The paint jobs are just immaculate.
It looks like he's ready for some kind of weird runway show or something.
So, and then this one's dark, so it's hard to see. But it's just got all the stitching in it. The whole Emperor
Same.
little jacket.
Those are really good.
I can't get over these goddamn figures.
Yeah, they're just
so freaking good.
I'm
That
so
Stormtrooper is crazy.
I'm so sad that they're not actually here for you to see in person because
Yes, we're very sad too, Doug.
It's not my fault. Fato is in Thailand, and these things he's making 100 of each of 3 figures.
Oh my gosh.
Because we want to make sure to hit all, cover all the demand, because the first time when we did the first set of 3, I forget, he sent 30 sets, and we sold out I don't know, in less than a day. And so
yes,
when
so
a lot
I was
of
going to
angry
say,
people.
When I reached out to Doug, I was like, wow, those are amazing. Can you send me some pictures? He's like, don't preview it too quickly. You're going to mess up my sales. I was like, wait, what? But it was fun.
But it was fun. The shine on that 3PO is.
It's like on YouTube, you can see him painting it. Like they're cast in black. It's got like a black undercoat, and it's just spraying this chrome gold on it. And it just, with the turntable on the chest, it's fantastic. All right. And then Rika has 2 pieces. Can't really see this. It's called
low-hanging fruit.
This is such an amazing piece. I saw this the other day,
and
I
the
really
grapes.
love it.
The grapes are Stormtrooper heads, and he's kind of poking fun at himself and the whole scene.
Yes.
Good.
It reminded me of Killer Bootleg's regurgitated ideas a little bit. Where it's sort of like this is not for the public. This is for the makers. It's not for you. It's for us.
It's
it's like a meta toy.
Super
Yes.
insider toy. And unfortunately, even the image that we printed out was a digital composite that he made. The toys are actually in a box on the way to us from the UK. So, and then I didn't tell you the information on that one. Let's see, low hanging fruit, signed and numbered edition of 45. They're $55.
What about
And
the
then
ones? You didn't say
the which ones?
the jackets, the one right before it.
They're $85 each. They're all signed and numbered out of 100.
And there's 3 different ones.
Yes,
Okay.
correct.
If you buy all 3, you get the same number.
If someone requests it, it's actually harder than you think. Like you have to dig through. Like they're so big that each edition takes up 10 file boxes. So to do that, you have to look through 30 boxes to match a set. But if someone asks for it in the notes, we'll do our best. We're nice about that.
There you go.
We try. And then Rika has another one here called Space Cadet.
This is cool.
I love that.
And now the Space Cadet he's previously released in a big vinyl.
Yeah, those are nice.
And the Space Cadet, in a way, is his own Phantom Star Killer. Like it's his own IP. It's a character that he created, and he does the mashups and the puns and then
he does a lot of
himself.
smiley character stuff, right? I mean, smiley face paintings and yeah.
That's definitely his thing. That's a signed and number edition of 50. There's our $55. And then Nekosatsu has another one called Cyber Savior. Also an edition of 20, $45. Their stuff is always super affordable.
What's the head on that?
It looks like 88.
It's 88, yeah.
Okay.
This righteous robot's ancient knowledge is unlimited in all areas, including the truth, resealable packaging, and the threat of eternal damnation. So there
Their
you
cards
go.
are always
amazing. It's
Yeah.
what I talk to artists all the time is when you have a voice and you can look at someone's work from across the room and you know it's their work without having to be told or read it. And all right, and then the last of the standard DKE exclusives, also on the way from Thailand, is the Mandalorian.
Yes.
Now, how did this not get done?
I will take all of them.
All of them.
The Transformer style packaging, just
Is that the first time that someone made something like that? That mashup Mandalorian and DeLorean?
No, there is actually another one in the art show by another artist, which I will show you. I think 10 people must have pitched me on it. He was planning on doing this before the Back to the Future art show. I warned everyone off of it, but
who is it? Who did it?
This Topps Toy in Thailand.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Who did it?
Nice.
Fantastic job.
Yeah, I'm doing a piss poor job of actually
How much? Take my money.
how much.
The printout looks really good though, Dove.
You know what?
Yeah, it's the best quality printout so far.
$65, edition of 30. Those are going to be gone in a minute.
Yeah, that's gonna sell out.
Yeah.
Because the Boba McFlys, I did 6 editions, 7 editions of Boba McFlys. They all just.
Oh my gosh.
All right, a couple in between things before we get to the Back to the Future show.
Is this show just going to be you talking?
Yeah, I don't know.
So we have a third colorway of the Sucklord bag, and all people ordering over $20 worth of stuff. We're probably not going to be sending these out if people buy a single comic book, because for $5 shipping on the comic book, that's going to go in a mailer like this.
We're not happy.
I'm just telling you, it's just going to make it
my
like
bag, Dove.
If you really want a bag, you let us know. I can fold it up and put it in a little mailer. But
yeah, it's gonna happen. There you go.
Like you're really only going to order one figure.
Now the bag's not mint.
There were some people.
Yeah.
Oh, so janky. There was one guy or gal, I don't know, who bought a severed limb wampa for, and how much are those? $15?
Yeah. 10,
And so
15 bucks.
I put that in a box, and I took the bag and I wrapped it up, and then got this little bag. they must have opened it up. Then that was the packing material. It was awesome. So Derek Loglog, DLL, made us some crazy pieces because his work is cuckoo bananas.
This is always crazy.
He's amazing. Yeah.
This one is called "Those Who Die Love On in Our Hearts Forever." Special edition of 2 light and dark variant.
Wow.
And his mold making,
He,
his ability to take, I mean, that's a Star Destroyer in there, but you can't tell.
Yeah. No,
I
he's
mean,
a master.
I can tell. I don't.
Yeah.
I don't know about you.
There's a Falcon in there, but you can't. It's like
Are there 2 Falcons or no?
Yeah. 2 Falcons.
2 Falcons.
Got a Triforce up at the top. I mean, he's doing things that nobody else is doing.
These are $100. It says hand cast resin sculpture, signed and numbered and dated. On the bottom,
beautiful.
there.
Yeah, he does really. He's such a. I mean, it's amazing.
It's the 7th annual Stephanie Lee Taylor Memorial Day resin tribute. So apparently she died, and every year since she died, we'll talk to him more on the show about it. But he does a tribute to her every year, and I have a couple of them, and they're really
See, and I don't think that's a paint job on there either. I think
it's not.
He's dusting the mold and like playing with the dyes and
because
stuff.
there's metallics in there.
Yeah.
All right, the next one's called a Metamorphosis from an edition of 5. Produced for the In Action Figure 8 exhibition, hand cast resin, signed and numbered and dated. These are $300.
That's incredible.
I thought it was going to be like a Kafka.
Is that a lightsaber hilt?
Oh,
surrounded by. I mean, that's the thing. He hides so many little things.
Is that a lightsaber hilt? I mean, it's something.
Wait,
maybe it's a flashlight.
Wait. I think it's. Is it Isengard?
Oh, is it a Lord of the Rings?
I don't know,
but I don't know where would you even get an Isengard playset.
A mini Isengard.
I don't know.
Playset.
Yeah.
Here's the other one.
Wow.
All right, and the last one.
He really does some amazing stuff.
Revolution Boonicorn from an edition of 3 in both day and night variants. Looks like this piece in relief here.
Oh, cool.
Hand cast resin sculpture, signed and numbered and dated. It's inspired by the Boonicorn from J-Corp. So J-Corp, she's an artist, often hanging out with the Suck Lord, and she has I think a plush toy called the Boonicorn.
Yeah.
That the other one might be the I think Saruman from the Lord of the Rings.
Mountain Doom, yeah.
Mountain Doom thing.
And these are only $50.
Super cool. Derek's work's amazing.
Yeah, really is.
All right, so my first grader, my 7-year-old first grader, in his desire to own more things like his daddy, wants to buy Lego, and he's like, "All right, I'm going to draw these pictures, and you're going to sell them on eBay for like $20, and then I'm going to buy my Minecraft Lego."
$20.
And I'm like, dude, like, how do you explain to a kid?
You have to go through 8 years of art school to sell your stuff for $20.
My shit doesn't sell for $20.
So we have this thing at the house with his allowance every week, and he gets $1 for every year. So right now he's getting $7 a week, but he has to save a third of it. He can spend a third of it, and then the other third, rather, can't do math right now, is
you already lost me. Yeah.
is to
Yeah.
donate to
What is
charity.
this?
Just
My
what's
head
left
hurts.
over, Dad.
I'm talking about my kid's allowance. Shut up. All right. So, and he's like, look, first he's hitting me up. He's like, I want you to interview me on the DKE Toy show. I want to sell stuff, and I need $500 for my Minecraft Lego. And I'm like, he's like,
At like $220 a week. Do you know how long it takes to buy a Lego set?
it's gonna take him 5
Dude.
years. So he starts thinking, it's like, how can I make some money? He's like, okay, so you draw some pictures, I will put them on the site for $10, and you can do the same thing. A third will go to charity. They're gonna be donated to PATH, which is a organization that feeds the homeless in LA. And so we came up with this idea. He said he wanted to do bounty hunters. So this was bounty hunter number 1.
Is he
This
eating
is-
M&Ms? What's over
this
on the
is-
table?
The Mandalorian making ice cream for
Far
baby
off.
Yoda.
Who loves ice cream?
Uh-huh.
This is Forlam reading a book.
Clearly.
Clearly. This is Dengar
Yeah.
watching boxing on TV.
Oh.
Dude. Dove, these are amazing.
Dude, he's 7. This is Boston.
Uh,
The idea that at age 7, I mean, look, I'm his dad, right? All parents like, I think my kid's a genius. But I mean, you can identify that that's Bosk. Like, I couldn't draw that when I was 7.
But
You can't
dude,
draw that now.
That's Bosk planting trees.
but Dove, if you glued a Bosk
That's
to
yes.
that,
That's the move.
you could
Don't-
sell it
Don't
for
sell these like
way
this.
more.
Don't give your kid any ideas. Okay?
Collaborate
Too
with
late.
the kid.
Glue
Too
a
late.
Dengar on there, and I will pay 20 for it.
He's gonna
Here-
start taking Dove's figures and doing it himself.
All right.
Okay, that looks like
Dove's gonna buy all of his kids' artwork, glue a toy onto it,
And
and,
then
jack
sell it
up
for
the
70.
price.
Wait, don't tell us what it is. Let Janky and Scott guess.
no. That is the Phantom of the Paradise, and he is DJing at a Rock the Vote event.
Voting.
No, he's
That's-
DJing.
that's-
It's Phantom
It's
of the Paradise.
Forlam
It's
or
Forlam.
Zuckus.
Forlam voting. This
But who did he
is-
vote for? Tell me who he voted for.
Kanye.
I might
We
buy it.
know
Yeah.
he voted Kanye. There's no question.
All right.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Here's Boba Fett sweeping. I told him Boba Fett sells, so he took some advice here. Here's Boba Fett juggling.
I gotta tell you, Dove, this is my favorite part of the show so far.
Thank you.
Here's
here's- This is IG.
IG88.
He's protesting. It says
Wearing a
peace,
mask.
love, wear a mask.
Nice.
IG88 putting out a fire.
As he
Will
would.
Samuel take commissions?
I know a guy. And this was, what was he doing? I forgot. I wrote them all down. This is
Hold
Boba
on.
Fett.
What is that? It says. Wait.
It's
It's
just
like a
piece-
big bag.
Is that?
I have it written
Grinch?
down. And once I tell you what it is, when I tell you he's putting out a fire, it totally makes sense. But like,
Oh, Chicken Burger Disco wants to know if that's IG88 or IG11.
oh man,
Here, we'll
I
put
don't
the
know.
picture up again. I'll tell you. Obviously, IG88.
Yeah.
Mhm.
IG11 has
Rust.
the 2 bandoliers.
All right, now.
Good point.
So
Come
I
on,
think
you
we
gotta have a
should,
keen eye.
I think we should play a game here.
Oh my
Because-
god! I've got 20
Is it
minutes.
the Dungeon of Death and Prizes?
No. So here's the thing about curating a Back to the Future show is like I haven't seen Back to the Future in like 25 years.
Oh, Dove.
need to.
So I'm
Oh,
so
Dove.
I'm going to show the figure, right? And then we'll have the number 1 Back to the Future fan in the world explain the reference to us. How's that?
All right, Janky, you're up.
I'm like number 643. Like, I love it, but there's a lot of people that own DeLoreans and not me.
Oh,
Oh man! All right, so this
I'll help you, though. I'm a big fan
try
of it.
my best.
all right, so this first one is Back to the Shire or Back She,
Back
by
to
Mug Costanza. These are all editions of 10, $55.
amazing. It's clearly Frodo because it says Frodo McFly. Dressed up
Yeah.
Good
as
job.
Marty
Good job, Ben.
from Future
Ben
Park.
is 1 for 1.
I thought Ben was going to
It's
go
the
Punky
original
Brewster mashup.
Knickerbocker
Are
toy.
we scoring, Ben?
Yes.
Beep to the Future, Marty DT by Medusa's Wild.
This one's pretty great.
Also $45.
The
This-
sticker on the body
The
there.
sticker on the body is where it's at.
Yeah, that's
This
it.
is, of course,
Let's go back to Mug's piece because we can't
Yes.
forget the back of
The
Mug's.
back of the Mugs card.
Because that's hand cast resin lacquer paper cardstock 2020. All right. Okay, sorry. Medusa's Wild. Back to her.
Marty of course, R2D2 dressed up as Marty from Part 1.
Okay.
I
job.
just noticed something that I hadn't noticed before,
Yeah.
which was the C-3PO dressed up as Goldie Wilson.
Let me see the back.
Whoa,
The C-3PO dressed up like
Chris.
Goldie Wilson.
Goldie Wilson.
Chris, that there you go.
Look at that. You see what that is? Save the Hoth Base. Hoth Base struck by Empire. That's fire as Save the Clock Tower. Clock Tower struck by lightning. November 5th, 1955 at 10:04 p.m.
I've never
the
seen
gold-
Ben so excited.
I know.
The Goldie Wilson.
Oh,
that-
God.
yeah.
Oh my gosh.
All right.
Too
Back to the
funny.
Dystopia by Uppercut Party.
Oh, that's fantastic. That is actually based on a real life thing that happened 4 years ago. Ah,
Oh, man.
Oh, man bun
Nice.
hipster Marty.
oh my God. So realistic. It's ridiculous.
So good. These are
That's good.
these are $55. Remember, these are all editions of 10. And then Ben is getting one of each, so there's only 9 available.
Oh, yeah.
Man.
Oh, yeah. You better believe
2020 again by Edwin Salas.
Paint job on that.
That's good.
That is hand carved wood, each one. It's articulated on a hand painted and stenciled back.
Does he,
these-
he has pegs for the articulation or
Yeah.
magnets?
Can you see him?
Oh, yeah.
He's a
Yeah.
he's a puppet maker, a puppeteer.
Okay. Okay.
And yes, it moves. Kind of crazy. Can you just see him? He's just like Marty.
Marty, don't go to 2020. Marty.
All right,
This
everyone,
one is-
let's do our doc impressions.
No.
Oh, that's fantastic.
This one is
Can
so
I
good.
say that this
So
is
good.
my
So
favorite
good.
one?
So
I hate to
I-
play favorites, but
I mean, I think that Awesome Figures he's what can I say? He's awesome. He did that Devlor figure for us before. I think there's still like 2 or 3 in the
Mhm.
store. His execution is amazing.
It's Darth Vader from the planet Vulcan.
I need to
But-
get this so I can put it next to my 2-bit hack Darth Vader from the planet Vulcan.
Oh.
Oh, damn.
Oh, wow.
That's cool.
Oh my God.
Oh.
So
How much are these?
A match made in space are $50.
Bargain for that piece.
I wonder where
So
he
good.
got the book.
they
the
have
art
them
from the.
online.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, readily available.
Well, there you go. I guess I just never really looked.
This is the Bad Guy Van by Tone Zone.
Marty, they found me, Marty. They found me. I don't know how.
That's awesome. Is that cast or did they buy a car and like?
It looks cast.
I'm just curious.
Oh my
Yeah,
God.
looks cast and hand painted.
Oh, there's one hell of a story
Sorry,
there.
this is by Tone Zone.
Okay.
Right.
There's a story about the Libyans on the back.
Yeah, of course. That one is 45.
I want to know the story about the guy that owned the photo booth that got wrecked by the Libyans and how his life was ruined
Oh,
after his business was.
I had a DeLorean crash into it, and
And then,
a terrorist Libyan van crash into it.
and my insurance doesn't cover terror threats.
So I'm sorry, I lost your photos, but you can go fuck yourself.
So this one is called Martin J. McFly by
Oh.
Yo-Yo Dine Toy. And I had to fend off this concept by, I don't know, there's like 10 people wanted to say, I'm going to do him as a fly. I'm like, someone's already doing that.
Yeah.
Like, you can do it if you want, but, and they're like, okay.
Rika already did low hanging fruit.
Yeah, right.
But
These are $45, but the multiple arms on there are
It's
really
funny.
Yeah, that's good.
Well,
Yeah.
also with checking the watch, which actually this is the watch that he wears in Back to the Future. It's my Back to the Future reference.
so just so you know, we are actually making. Oh, that's great. We are actually making a Joe Ledbetter, Marty McFly fly.
Oh.
nice. So this one is
That's-
called Density by Jason Adams.
I love this. I love the stencil he came up with.
So
it's
there's
really
there's-
cool.
There's 10 of them, but they're all different because they're all hand-done stencils. It says
Yeah.
this figure is hand-cast, finished, and packaged
Wow.
on a custom painted card back. It may resemble the action figures from your childhood. It features 0 points of articulation and may not play well with the rest of your toys. This figure and package are both unique and no two are alike.
This is my
So-
favorite Jason Adam
and
toy.
he will also refuse to do the sequels.
Yeah.
With the whole backstory. to it.
That's amazing. Wow, I really liked that.
Yeah. That's the best piece I think he's ever done.
It's very simple. Yeah.
Snapfink Toys here has Back to the Grave.
Oh. Yep, there is a
That's
reference
good.
to that because he did die. Yep. Oh my god.
And it actually says George McFly's.
George,
This is-
See,
This
he's
is,
dead and there's flies.
I get it. I get it.
That one is 65, and the next one is KG Yoshida, who
I love his work too.
Back to the
yeah.
junk.
Back to the Junk.
Like a DeLorean, like junk.
Finger clips.
I mean, I think that is a yogurt bottle.
It seems to be a running theme in his work is the yogurt bottles.
Is the yogurt bottle because we have like
And some
droids made
paper
out of-
clips
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
it looks like
Wow.
when you're bored in homeroom. What do you make? Yeah.
That's pretty cool.
It's a hand
I love
painted
it.
card. It's a hand painted card. This is not printed.
Oh wow.
Wow, that's it's like something you make in detention or something. Wow, I love that. That's awesome.
And those are $70. And then Mux Blank and There's Only Yesterday has a
Wow.
platform toy that he created called the Gigawatt.
The gigawatt?
Well, sorry, he has a platform toy that is this shape, and
Oh,
but this is called the Gigawatt. And if it's, I don't know if you can see it there.
Oh yeah, okay.
It glows in the dark, but the way that he's made it with the what do you call those letters? I have one of those. Those
Yeah. It's the little punchy
Little punch
The-
thing.
the
Yeah.
punchy thing.
label
Yeah.
maker. Those were the
Yeah.
old school label makers.
Yeah. To grandma's
And-
label maker.
These are all also edition of 10. These are $88.
So good.
That's awesome.
$88. I get it.
You get it?
I get it.
Some
All right,
serious shit.
What's this reference, Ben?
Hold on.
This is called A Used Future 2 by Famed. Beyond?
I can't see all. Used future. What is it? Hold on. Is it Marty in his like radiation suit? Is that
You're
what-
the Back to the Future fan,
You
dude.
know what this is.
I'm trying to figure out like what that suit is.
Ben fails.
What is it?
It's $55.
He's not going to tell you.
By the way, Cuban Hack says it's the Dynamo label maker.
A Dynamo
Yeah,
label maker.
Dynamo.
Yes.
Dymo. Dynamo.
All right.
Dymo.
Forces of Darkness has created Marvin's Screwdriver.
Oh my gosh, that's right. It's the screwdriver that Marvin used to open up the trunk of the car because they threw Marty in part one into the trunk of the car, and he had to open it, and he slashed his hand, which is why Marty has to play the guitar on stage.
So
it does
is
come.
it a cast
No, it's resin.
screwdriver? It's just or is it just a
real
screwdriver?
that he went and bought like
All
10?
right.
Would have been
That looks cast.
That is, he made this.
Yeah.
wow.
Is this a piece of wood? No, this is. Ian, is this resin? This is resin.
That looks like
Why would
resin.
you do that? I mean,
Yeah,
I'd buy it if it was a real screwdriver.
He did a great job, and you also get the free sticker, the one in the middle there, and it says "Collect all 5."
What does it say?
The sticker says, "Hey, listen, guys, look, I don't want to mess with no reefer addicts, okay?"
Oh, that's so good.
All right, and these are $40. All right, now this one, Toy Weaver, like, so the reason I know Toy Weaver is because he did this set of Star Trek snaggletooths in the different Star Trek outfits, and one is a Klingon, and I don't know, he sold out. I've been bugging him to make me one for like a year, and every time I'm like, "Hey, dude, you make it?" He's like, "Oh yeah, I made one, but I sold it. I'm sorry. Maybe later." It's like, dude. And then as I'm talking to him, I'm like, "You want to be in a Back to the Future show?" And this is what we get.
It's amazing. The sculpt on that is
What?
bananas.
Insane.
Wow, that is really good.
Wow.
Get the hell out of here!
Right.
It is $100,
Wow.
but it is worth every penny.
That's killer.
Toy Weaver custom toys and figures here.
Amazing.
Okay.
So
Wow.
hang on, can I unpack this for a second? Is it an original sculpt?
Dude, this guy sculpts, this guy casts, this guy paints, this guy makes his own blisters, he designs his own graphics.
He's
one of
better than you,
those-
Scott. He's better than you.
I
That's what I was trying to get
He's
to.
janky.
I assume he created this image.
I was just asking to make myself feel bad.
Yeah.
This dude is like the complete package. There are as most of you know, like there are a lot of people in the scene who can't do everything. There's some people who are just conceptual and don't do anything, except get someone to sculpt, someone to cast, someone to paint, and totally fine. Except when you're the dude who can do everything
At that level.
Wow.
and you're a genius.
Yeah, that's
See,
amazing.
like not even a toy. It's like a statue.
Uh,
Wow, I'm really impressed.
There's only 2 left because
Awesome.
Ben bought 8.
I bought all of them.
All right, now, why that K made us a Calvin Klein.
Oh yeah.
See, okay. You want to know why I love this? Is
I've never
because-
seen purple underwear, Calvin. I love that they put the K, the C and the K, they reversed it.
That was my suggestion because he was going to put the Calvin Klein name and logo on the package, and I was like, I don't really want to sell that, and so he swapped it out. So Calvin Klein by Why That K, $60. This one,
It's really funny. It's a really
Yeah.
funny idea.
Yeah.
I had sort of a
fantastic.
similar idea. That's why I like it so much.
This one is called Back to the Trooper 2, Marty McFly 1 by It Went Bad.
Nice.
Oh, I like the hoverboard is the land
Is the
speeder.
land speeder.
That's
It's a nice touch.
very clever.
Great paint job.
I like
Hey, why did nobody reference Back to the Future 3?
Why do you think?
I like Back to the Future 3.
Oh, whatever. I haven't seen it in
Back to the
25
Future.
years.
Look, Back to the Future 3 is better than Back to the Future 2.
Absolutely. Ben doesn't agree.
Anyhow,
Thank you. Thank you. Peace out.
this is the Flying Time Traveler toy by Barely Human.
I love this piece.
It's
It's
so
so-
awesome. It's so good.
Did
I
they
mean,
cast that one, or did they take?
that
What?
is cast.
He cast
Yes.
it, yeah.
Amazing.
It's
And it comes
so
with the
awesome.
parachute. I wonder who, for
And it's
Which
like
are
the
these?
planet. Is that the Planet of the Apes font?
Yes,
You
because
seen
Barely Human, he always
Yeah,
makes
he
Planet of
uses
the
that.
Apes.
Yeah.
So these are $45. I wonder who's going to open this up and like chuck
Actually-
it off the side of a building.
Bedbot too.
That's
Oh,
I love-
amazing.
Barely Human hasn't made a toy for a while, so I love that this was his return.
And Dogman Toys made Marvin
So
Berry.
good.
Marvin Bear.
That's amazing.
Your cousin, Marvin.
These are $75.
Oh my God.
That's
awesome.
And then Marty's Mom by King Spider Toys.
Oh boy.
So out of this show, with I don't know, probably close to 30 artists, I would say almost half of them are artists we've never worked with before. So, sometimes our art shows
And a quarter of them will never work with again.
Yeah, right. It says recreate all the uncomfortable scenes from the films.
Can I see the back?
Yeah, show the back. I have
Oh man, that's perfect.
And this one is $40.
That's brilliant.
Oh my god. Ooh,
Now-
I needed that.
This one by Yucko Toys is probably my favorite. It's called Botched in the Future. Great Scott, My Molecules. Now, if you look at that, if you know what that is,
Say the entire title again, please.
it says Botched in the Future. Great Scott, My Molecules.
Oh my God.
I think that the head there, Ian and I were looking at it, I think that's just a dollop of hot glue.
It's
Paint
it's
chips.
Yeah, paint chips. Took a page out of Janky's book. Yucko Toys. These are
it's like
30
kind of
bucks.
a flat thing. Is the whole thing made out of hot
Gotta be all
glue?
different. Did he actually glue
Yeah.
cast each one?
Yeah.
Oh, that makes it killer.
See, because the hands are too.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Amazing.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's you know what? That's really abstract. That's a slam dunk, man.
All right.
I love that.
So this is from Pumpkin Pop Toys in Argentina. This is called Outer Space Density.
I love it.
Great.
Has
Yes.
has nothing to do. Well, actually, no. You could tell the back reference in that because it's that's great. Van
That's
Halen.
really good. Her stuff's killer.
$60.
I love it.
Yeah,
She
it's
took the
really good.
hazmat suit that he used as Darth Vader and made Darth Vader's suit into a hazmat suit.
All right. And then Ren 1 here has produced The Lone Pine.
Oh, you killed my pine.
These are $45. Hand cast and painted 3-inch carded resin figure. Look at that.
Look at
It's beautiful.
My favorite is the back.
Let them all.
Oh
And
man,
he's
the
got
little-
the
little file
card.
Oh my
That's
God.
amazing.
So good. All right, where are we? Okay, so Caterpillar,
My God, how many are there?
about 30. We got
amazing.
Just a few left.
88.
Oh my. Yep.
Oh, that's funny.
Amazing.
All right, so she sent me an explanation. So and I
Well,
wish I could read it to you, but it's on my phone. So there's
You know
a
what it
scene.
is.
We got it.
Yeah, he disappears.
It's
Yeah.
the photo that-
The photo.
Okay, but there's a scene in Glow. That's the Gorgeous Ladies of Wrestling
Uh-huh.
Netflix show
Yeah.
where Mark Maron pitches the show, and she actually told me in the exact number of minutes, like in episode 9, whatever, 5 minutes and 30 seconds in, someone says, "What are you doing?" He's like, "I've been writing for years this story about this guy, this personal story about this guy who goes into the future and blah blah blah." And then the other character says to him, like, "That's the plot of Back to the Future." And so that's what this is based on.
Back to the Future reference.
Yes. And it comes with a cool lenticular.
Whoa.
Wow.
Oh, dude, you buried the
pretty neat.
lead.
That right there.
Sorry.
See, that's the shit right there.
$60, but yeah, excellent. All right. Back to the Halen.
Yes.
Wow.
Yes.
Dun, dun, dun.
Yes.
All right. So Mark Todd has
Amazing.
hand drawn 10 different cards with his signature puffy paint on a big hunk of wood, and handmade a Van Halen tape.
Love
And you
it.
can
Wow.
see like the tape coming out, and then the back is my favorite because it says, "This year sucks. Get me out of here, Mark." And what's funny is so the present time is the date of the show, November 13th, but the destination time is January 20th, 2021.
Oh,
What-
good.
Nice.
What day
Yeah,
is that?
like why would you?
That's,
What is it? Isn't
That's
it?
inauguration day.
That's inauguration day.
That's a risky move right now.
Yeah.
Put it out there. Put it out there.
Thank
Finish a
you.
few more states, and then we'll, yeah.
Thank
Put it
you.
out there.
So just saying, he made 10 like this.
That's-
They're all slightly different originals on this nice hunk of plywood. They're $150.
I love it.
I think it's the greatest deal of the show.
And if Donald Trump wins again, we know who jinxed it.
You're right.
Todd!
All right. This one is Brute to the Future by Credenda. And it's silk screened wood. It's
cool.
$65. You can see it. He created a package out of some plexi.
So great.
Oh,
Wow.
weird.
I'm so glad
Ready-
to see him put
ready to
pieces out
hang?
right now.
That's cool.
Yeah.
It is.
That's
Well,
awesome.
I told everyone
Wow.
that I wanted the work to be carded, and a lot of people, texted or emailed a lot of artists and said, "Hey, can I do it in a bag and header card?" And I said, "They're all going to be hanging in a gallery. Do you really want a bag and header hanging next to everyone else's carded figure?" And he really stepped up to the plate, because
Nice.
not only is this
That's
a
really neat.
a beautifully like milled silkscreen piece of wood, right?
That's crazy.
But the way he's made the packaging
And
for
mounted
$65,
Yeah.
just crazy.
Oh,
All right.
it's really cool. Far
And the
out,
rest
man.
of the people who didn't make it on time,
Color printouts.
get bad photos.
Oh no.
This one is called "What's Wrong, McFly" by Rut Row Toys, and it is the Chicken McNugget there.
Oh my gosh.
This one is called "Time Wars" by Sidekick Monkey Toys, and it is another Mandalorian.
Mandalorian.
Mhm.
Is that Doc in the carbonite there?
Yes, because
Nice.
he says right there, he says, "Great Scott."
You can't talk if you're in carbonite.
Sorry. This one's called
Shenanigans.
"Back to the Past" by 2-Bit Hack, and I believe that's the terrorist from Back to the Future. This one by Hands of Doom is also, I think, one of my favorites.
That's awesome.
It turned out really good.
So good.
Obviously, this shit photocopied piece of junk is not going to do it justice, but I can't wait to see this one in person.
Ready to be hung like on the
I
wall,
think
carded, hung like.
They are all carded. I am assuming you're hanging them.
Okay, yeah.
Silence.
So some of them have spaces cut. If they don't, the easy workaround for the ones that don't is you get a little binder clip.
Binder clip. Okay.
Binder clip will put, and let's see. And then Kelsius Collins has one called "Temporal Criminal Found in Fossil Midden." Ah,
What is that? Temporal criminal.
you mean you don't get the reference?
Is that?
Fail, Ben. Fail.
I need to look at that one.
Hey, you know, his stuff though, sometimes it does require an explanation. Like he did that RoboCop Loves Art piece, Kelsius.
Once you found out that
once he tells you what it is, it's hilarious. Like at first I was like, oh yeah, it's pretty cool and everything, but then once he explained that Peter Weller was like a art
an art historian major or something like that.
Yeah. He tells the story funny.
Skip Bro has Marty McFly Walker.
That card.
The card is great.
Yeah,
die
really
cut
sells
card.
that. Beautiful. That's Skip Bro, right?
Skip Bro. And the last one here is D-Lore Warrior by Think Outside the Toy Box. And it's kind of like a Shogun Warrior Mandalorian.
Nice.
Oh,
that's cool.
There's actually
what's the packaging on that one?
It's actually a thin card. You can see it.
Huh.
Cool.
Oh, weird.
There's a couple more. I'm hoping that Choose Plastic and Buzzard Guts actually come through with. You can actually see the photos online of Dane's piece. It's called Mallard McFly in Beak to the Future. It's a mashup of Back to the Future and Howard the Duck.
I suggested Quack to the Future.
Yeah, well.
And he uses the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles duck head, so it's pretty great.
Yeah. So anyway, so that's everything.
9 days, everyone.
It's not enough.
Days.
So if you go to DKE Toys and click on the DKE Toys DKECon link on the site, it's got links to everything, all the information about how everything is going to be released. All the information is there. The schedule of events, it's all there. So just check it out. Just go to dketoys.com, click on DKECon, and that's it. If you have any questions, dketoys@gmail.com. You can see pictures of all of this on our Flickr, which is also linked to from the same page I just told you at dketoys.com. And follow us on Instagram, DKE Toys. All of these are posted there too. So, awesome. So many ways to get the information. And if you're still confused, I'm available.
So don't forget to buy your ticket at I think we actually got a website. It's DesignerConLive.com will take you directly to the ticket page. Excellent. Or DesignerCon.live will take you there. And when the show opens up, that's actually the same link that works, that if you bought a ticket, it automatically turns into the show. So there you go.
And VIP tickets are almost sold out, right, Ben? Did I see a notice about that?
Sold out because we sent out a lot of the boxes yesterday.
You can switch the shot for me. No one wants to look at me anymore.
No, we're seeing everybody.
I can only see me.
It's the Zoom.
It's
the Zoom.
It's Zoom.
Yeah, it's Zoom.
All right,
everybody can see everything.
Wow.
So people can go buy tickets now. VIPs are almost sold out. And if you are on the fence and you don't know if you want to come, then you'll be able to buy tickets day of the show as well. You're basically buying general admission, and
it's only $10.
And it's only $10 for both days. And we have already, our vendor list is up on the DesignerCon online website. And we have something like close to 130 vendors participating already.
Sweet.
Yeah, so it's going to be awesome. And there are some cool drops happening. So we're excited. Yeah.
Awesome. We're all looking forward to it.
Thank you, guys. All right. Well, we're going to wrap it up. It's getting late here. So thank you, everyone, for joining us. Appreciate everyone in the chat chiming in. And for everyone watching.
All I can say is this better work because there's never going to be a convention again.
What?
Wow. On that happy
I'm just kidding.
note, Dove.
Is this glass half full or half empty?
Sorry, it's going to be great. It has to be.
What are you talking? Dove, the virus is a hoax and it's going to disappear as election.
We're around the corner. It's almost gone.
It's almost done. It's all just because Europe and the UK has just shut down again doesn't mean anything.
Nope.
15, soon to be 0.
Nope. Let's all go to Disneyland.
Okay, guys. Well, thank you everyone for joining us, and we will.
Thanks, Ben, for having us.
No problem. We will see everyone at DesignerCon online. See you
Yay.
guys.